In a world where strength often dictated status, Kenji was an anomaly. Frail, quiet, and perpetually lost in thought, he was an easy target. Look at him, still reading those stupid books. You're such a weakling, Kenji. Can't even stand up for yourself. Please, just leave me alone. What was that, shrimp? Speak up. Day after day, the taunts chipped away at his spirit. He yearned for a way out, a hidden strength to call upon. One evening, while seeking refuge in the old library, he stumbled upon an ancient artifact, a relic said to contain the spirit of a forgotten dragon. A surge of energy coursed through him, a primal roar echoing in his mind. The dragon's spirit had awakened, binding itself to his soul. Well, if it isn't our favorite punching bag. Still as pathetic as ever, Kenji, but this time, something was different. A burning rage ignited within Kenji, fueled by the dragon's ancient power. You dare belittle me, you dare mock the power that now resides within. His voice, it's different. With newfound agility and strength, Kenji moved like a blur, his every action imbued with draconic force. This is what happens when you underestimate the weak. Impossible. He's strong. What did you do, Kenji? The timid boy was gone, replaced by a formidable warrior. The dragon's spirit had granted him power, but at what cost? The school would never be the same. Kenji, once the weakest, was now a force to be reckoned with. But the dragon's influence grew stronger with each confrontation. I can't let it control me. He had to learn to master this power or risk losing himself entirely to the dragon's rage. His journey had just begun. A path of self-discovery, control, and the ultimate battle against his inner demon. The world held far greater threats, and Kenji, with the dragon's power, was ready to face them. The weak had risen, the dragon had awakened. And the legend of Kenji, the dragon's vessel, was about to unfold. The village elders spoke of balance, of the vessel and the spirit becoming one. For me, balance felt like a distant dream. My name is Kenji, and the spirit within me is a dragon. Its power, once a spark, now raged like a wildfire. Sleep offered no escape. My dreams were not my own. They were ancient memories, soaring over jagged peaks under a sky of twin moons, the world a tapestry of greens and blues below. I did wake up with my heart pounding a rhythm that felt more like a war drum than a human heartbeat, the scent of ozone thick in the air. The elders had given me scrolls, ancient texts filled with cryptic verses about control and harmony. I spent my days in the secluded temple at the edge of the village, trying to decipher them. Embrace the storm. Do not fight it. One passage read. Easy for a long-dead monk to write, harder to practice when the teacup in your hand starts to vibrate and glow with an inner heat. My reflection was becoming a stranger. Sometimes, for a fleeting moment, my eyes would flash gold, the pupils narrowing to slits. A faint, almost imperceptible pattern, like scales, would shimmer on my skin when I was angry or frustrated. The power was leaking, staining my humanity. I tried to live as I had before, helping in the fields, mending nets by the river. But simple tasks became trials. A moment of frustration while trying to entangle a stubborn knot in a fishing net caused the rope to smolder and turn to ash in my hands. The other villagers saw it. They didn't say anything, but I saw the fear in their eyes, the way they took a half step back. They started calling me dragon-touched. It wasn't meant as a compliment. I was becoming an outcast in my own home. Loneliness became a constant companion, second only to the roaring presence in my soul. The dragon wasn't just power. It was instinct, a primal consciousness. It craved dominance. It sought challenges everywhere. When a territorial wild boar wandered too close to the village, my first thought wasn't to drive it away. It was to meet its charge, to show it what true power was. I had to physically restrain myself, my knuckles white as I gripped a fence post, the wood groaning under the pressure. I was fighting a war on two fronts, one to protect my village, the other against myself. The real monster wasn't the boar. It was the one I was trying to keep caged inside my own chest. One evening, as a storm gathered over the mountains, a new challenge arrived, not a beast, but men. Bandits drawn by rumors of our village's prosperity, their silhouettes dark against the lightning-lit sky. They were armed and ruthless, their leader a brute of a man with a cruel smile. The village militia was brave, but outnumbered and outmatched. Fear, cold and sharp, pierced the village, but inside me, the dragon stirred. It didn't feel fear, it felt anticipation. It saw a threat to its territory, a challenge to its supremacy. As the bandits pushed into the village square, pushing aside the elders, a choice solidified in my mind. The scrolls spoke of responsibility. This power wasn't a curse to be hidden, it was a shield to be wielded. My internal conflict was no longer a philosophical debate. It was a matter of survival for everyone I cared about. The bandit's leader laughed as our village headman stood before him, pleading. That laugh was a spark to a powder keg. I stepped forward from the shadows of the temple archway. Leave, I said, my voice unnervingly calm, yet it carried over the rising wind. The bandit leader turned, his eyes dismissing me. Or what, boy? He sneered. I didn't answer with words. I opened my hand, and a small, controlled flame danced on my palm, casting a warm, golden light on my face. My eyes, I knew, were glowing with that same light. The air around me crackled with energy. The sneer on the bandit's face faltered, replaced by confusion, then a dawning horror. This was it, the first true test, not of control, but of purpose. I had to embrace the storm, not to conquer, but to protect. My name is Kenji, and this is my burden, my power, my path. The story of the dragon's vessel was no longer just about me. It was about them. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow for the next chapter of Kenji's journey.